Oh, the world is not enough. Well, if the world is not enough, what is? If the world does not satisfy, what will? Just going to go ahead and announce the stream, and then we're all good. Live stream at everyone. Let's jump right in. Hopefully the volume level is good. No need for a snarky title. This game is literally called Twine. Yeah, it's down there at the bottom. James Bond 007 Tough Wire. You might notice a slight visual noise effect on the gameplay. I've got a slight noise filter turned on because it's an N64 game and a little noise filter goes a long way. Graphics, video mode, high color, aspect ratio, widescreen. Now we have enabled the expansion pack features. Advanced controls, we're going to use the standard GoldenEye style controls, which are controller style 1. And yeah, so I don't think I've ever watched this movie all the way through in full before. So I have no idea how close to the movie this game will be. And unlike GoldenEye, where I know the plot, I am going to have to read the mission criteria in this game. Collect equipment from safety deposit box, avoid civilian casualties. Oh, this is the game where you can run up to NPCs, isn't it? And they just go, I cannot help you. And Bond's like, sorry to bother you. Message from M, head of MI6. Terrible news, 007. An MI6 agent has been murdered, and a classified report from the Russian Atomic Energy Department was taken from his body. An old friend, Sir Robert King, accidentally purchased this stolen document, believing it to contain information about terrorists. In the meantime, a Swiss banker named Lachaise, a middleman in this affair, has offered to return Sir Robert's money. I want you to go to him, discover who killed our agent, and collect the money. Message from Robinson, Chief of Staff. Lachaise works for the Banque Suisse de l'Electricité. Fuck it. It's a private industrial bank, one of a number we've had our eye on for some time. We suspect Lachaise has been involved in a number of deals with terrorists and other international criminals. Lachaise won't want to talk to you, and I'm sure you'll have some bodyguards. The Q branch has come up with some equipment to give you a helping hand out there. You won't be able to carry weaponry into the bank yourself, so we've arranged for your equipment to be inserted into a safety deposit box. Now pay attention, 007. This may look like your standard issue P2K pistol. In fact, it is a small but highly powerful stun grenade. The trigger is hidden in a switch in the frame of these completely innocent-looking spectacles. Simply press here and make sure you've got your eyes shut. Anyone caught in the blast is going to be blind and deaf for a good few seconds. This should give you the edge out of any nastiness. Welcome, Jacob. You won't be able to carry a gun into this place, it's a bank after all. Still, we've updated the version of one of my favorites. The Q branch wristwatch is fitted with a multi-shot dart gun, activated by nerve impulses from the wrist muscles. The tranquilizer darts will drop a fully grown man on the spot, but he'll wake up safe and sound a few minutes later. Oh, there are the usual functions too, of course. Cutting laser, plus a long-range wireless stunner. I've been... Dead Mouse, thank you for subscribing. Dead Mouse, thank you for subscribing. Oh, and there are the other usual functions too, of course. Cutting laser, plus a long-range wireless stunner I've been experimenting with. Try not to lose this one, alright? Rumble packs, and... It is a bother to set that up, so I'm not gonna. Halo voices, cards, and stuff got added to the GPS app. The Global Positioning Service app. Banque Suisse de l'Industrie, Bilbao, Spain. Bah, loading times on my cartridge? Unacceptable.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Ah, Mr. Bond. We have a safety deposit box waiting for you.
I swear when I
Mr.
played this
Bond, we
before,
have a
the
safety
lady was
deposit box
blonde.
waiting for you.
I think they just pick a random
Mr.
female
Bond,
civilian
we have a safety deposit
model.
box waiting for you. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Sorry to disturb you.
Sorry to disturb you. I played a bit of this on an emulator on a tablet 12 years ago. My child mind said it was shit. It's a different kind of Bond game. It's made to be
Yes,
similar
Mr.
to
Bond.
GoldenEye.
Your safety deposit box is ready for you in the privacy
This and the PlayStation version were in development at the same time by completely different studios, I think. This one is designed to be more like GoldenEye, and then the PlayStation version, it's kind of shit. From what I hear.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
Bond, the mission has been compromised.
Just walk into a bank and set the alarm off?
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
I've got here a
Mr.
bottle of
Bond, we have a safety deposit
Euro
box waiting
Shopper Original Energy Drink. This is an energy drink that comes in a grey bottle. You should not drink a litre of energy drink at one time. Now watch me drink a litre of energy... No. It's not even a good energy drink. It tastes kind of different coming out of a bottle than it does out of a can, though. Appointment card. Appointment card is definitely a gadget. Press Z button to use your gadget.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
Excuse me, sir. Please remove your firearm.
What's the point in having a firearm?
I retrieved the money. No doubt Sir Robert will be pleased to see it again.
I didn't come just for the money. The report you sold King was stolen from an MI6 agent who was killed for it. I want to know who killed him.
I'm just a
Look at this,
middleman.
cutscenes and everything, with voice
Your
clips.
last
If you consider that
Give me your
GoldenEye
name.
came out not long
You
before
still
this and
frighten
had
me,
no
even
voice
without
clips,
your
was
weapon.
all text, yeah. This has cutscenes and everything. Crack safe, obtain swipe card. Does this have free? Yes, it has GoldenEye aiming. Oh, yes. How do I reload? L1 for aim. D-pad? No. Were we deceived? I don't... no, I think just GoldenEye is more sort of arcadey, whereas this is more of a sort of story-driven structure. Like, the gunplay in this is solid. I remember playing the multiplayer of this back in the day, and my experiences of this are with the multiplayer, right? The multiplayer is bad. The multiplayer is bad. The amount in which the graphics are scaled down for multiplayer is hilarious. Like, you're basically holding a brick, not a gun. I think the multiplayer was in response to GoldenEye. The PlayStation version of this, of course, famously does not have multiplayer, because they ran out of time during development to add it.
Don't shoot!
Don't shoot! Swipe card required. Do I have one, and do I have to select it from the menu? I do. That is not convenient. That is not convenient. I'll definitely say that is something about this I don't like. In GoldenEye, if you get a key for a door, you walk up to the door, you open the door, it opens. Look, slopes, and your camera adjusts for the slope. Oh! But then again, of course this is good. Who is working on it? That's right, Eurocom. This is a Eurocom game. Like many of the great Bond games I've played, this is a Eurocom joint. Objectives. Alright. Crack the key to swipe card. Collect Sir Robert's money from the Chase's vault.
Don't shoot!
Maybe the swipe card isn't used there. I don't know. If I need to get in here, surely there's something in here, right? If I had to swipe a card. Don't shoot! Maybe that's for another difficulty. Maybe one of the difficulties with more mission goals, more criteria. Little god rays and everything. Yeah, I mean, they're basic. That's like the easiest thing to fake on N64. Agent Under Fire. Yes, I saw you say that you were playing Agent Under Fire. I thought about it. I thought about switching to Agent Under Fire, but I already had the thumbnail ready to go for this, and I already had this tested and working in widescreen, looking gorgeous. So I figured, screw it. We'll just play it. We'll just play Twine. So there's a lift to go up and down. Kind of like, what's the point? Aha. Swipe card required. Do I have to... That's really annoying that I have to go in here. No, I haven't bondaged. Press B button and press Z button. Oh, okay. Wait, we got alt fire in these things? Auto and single? Oh! Alt fire? Main reason I stuck with it so far was because you can have modern-ish dual analog aiming. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I will look forward to that. Yeah, this seems legit so far. I must say I am flawed. Escape the bank with the money. Marvel Rivals is much better than Overwatch 2. That isn't difficult though, is it? Says the guy who's never played Overwatch, so, you know, I'm just saying mean things without actually knowing.
mission has been compromised. You better get out of there before the police arrive.
But these people are shooting at me. Why is that my fault? They're shooting me. What am I meant to do? Bend over backwards and let them fuck me in the ass? No.
Good afternoon, sir.
Bond, the mission has been...
Sorry, I just... Nervous response. No. Nervous reaction. Just...
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm just going to run and do this mission as fast as possible. I'm a speedrunner now. Wrong one. I'm not a speedrunner now. Crazy Bruce's liquor.
What was that?
There we go. That's how I enable that.
Don't shoot!
Wrong button. It's kind of confusing a little bit. Right. The key card was across here. Leave the office. Over here. Bruh. 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 This is a satisfying gun to use, actually. Use the safe cracker gadget. Ding 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 ding. For some reason, like some fucking classic Windows MIDI music just got in my head. Hawkeye? Oh, Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye. Hawkeye's legit. Can I use that item here? I'm literally using it where it's supposed to be used. You'll deck this game. It's a shame there's no, like, PC version of this. But what would it have been based on? Would they have just got Gearbox to port it into Half-Life 1? That probably would have been good, to be fair. Right, what are my button combos for save states on this emulator? F5, F7. I mean, on this real Nintendo 64, how do I save and load? Yeah, okay, that's working. How do I save and load on this real N64? We did it! How'd I do? Complete, 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 complete. It's one of those games that that requires a controller pack, which is lame. King's Ransom. Protect all primary MI6 personnel, avoid causing civilian and security guard casualties. Nintendo are death-threatening journalists who give their games low scores. I'm gonna need a source for that. Message from M, head of MI6. I can't believe that anyone would have the nerve to actually attack MI6. I suspect it has something to do with Sir Robert King. I know him well. We read law at Oxford together, and I helped him years ago when his daughter Electra was kidnapped by the terrorist Renard. Still, all that's in the past. Sir Robert thought that the report he paid for would identify the terrorists who have attacked his new oil pipeline in Kazakhstan. Then he discovered it was actually about the nuclear arsenals in the former Soviet republic, so he turned it over to me. Maybe the attack is coincidental with his visit, but I want you to find him nonetheless and make sure he is safe. Well, you know you should find your way around MI6 headquarters of all places, but you can always reference the maps on the wall. M security is our top priority, but we also need to protect the rest of the staff too. I know you always carry your P2K with you, Bond, but this looks like a full-scale assault. If I were you, I'd get my hands on something a little more powerful, or you could be in trouble. MI6 security will back you up, but you'll need to be careful. I'm gonna need a source on Nintendo threatening someone with death over bad review scores.
Sir Robert King.
Ah, the man who retrieved my money. Excellent job. Can't thank you enough.
Sir Robert is an old friend. I helped him years ago when his daughter Electra was kidnapped by the terrorist Renard.
I just read that.
Still, all that's in the past. Sir Robert thought that the report he paid for would
The
identify
likeness
the
on these
terrorists who
actors'
attacked
faces
his
is
new oil
dreadful.
pipeline in Kazakhstan. Then he
That doesn't look like Judi
discovered
Dench.
nuclear arsenals in the
Pierce
former
Brosnan
Soviet
doesn't look
republic,
like Pierce
so he turned
Brosnan.
it over to me.
Something's not right about all this. King, the money!
Imagine having Bond's likeness on the box and then having
Bond,
that ugly
you're
thing.
under attack. Find Sir Robert.
Find Sir Robert. Hello, Judi Dench. It is time to die. Now I'm the head of MI6.
The automatic security door system is damaged. Can you reach the manual override, sir?
But Rare didn't make this. But Rare didn't make this. Why am I hearing... Oh, he played Daniel Carrington. Axe your age, Joanna. Maybe I'm just equating every Scottish accent to the same guy. Oh, this is fun to use. These guns are good. What the fuck?
Quickly, Bond. We need someone with your clearance to activate the manual override. Use these keypads to initiate the lockdown.
Okay. Eurocom cooked. Eurocom cooked. I am not ready to call this better than GoldenEye just yet. But there's a chance. There is actually a chance. They earned the Bond rights with this, as far as I'm concerned. They earned Bond development rights.
Reports of a fire in the lobby. The sprinklers need to be activated manually, sir.
Layout of MI5 is interesting.
The automatic security door system is damaged. Can you reach the manual override, sir?
Oh my god, this is a rapid-fire shotgun. It took me a while to realize what was going on. Why this packs such a punch. It's a rapid-fire shotgun. Oh no, it's an assault rifle. The Deutsche MPK. Yeah. This is the shotgun. Options are pump and... It's an automatic shotgun. I just had the wrong weapon in my hands.
James.
Stay here, you'll be safe. I have to find King.
The doctor's like, James, is your cock injured? I'm fine, thank you. Get somewhere safe. Activate sprinkler system. Looks like I don't need gadgets in this stage. I was thinking maybe I could interact with this. No. Okay, activate ground floor lockdown. This is the way I came. I need to activate the sprinkler somehow. Huh? Why wasn't only one company licensed to make every old GoldenEye game? There was one game based on GoldenEye, released for the Nintendo 64, developed by Rare. Okay. Sprinklers enabled. If you mean why wasn't one company licensed to make every James Bond game, Well, that's a question you'd have to ask MGM and Danjak. Presumably, whoever paid for the rights, I suspect. Lifts are destroyed. I'm getting nasty pins and needles in my hands holding the DualSense today for some reason. I think it's from all that wazzard yesterday. Gave me arthritis. Oh, the reflective floors and everything! They cooked! Look at this! Reflective floors! Hey, Leza, how's it going? They absolutely cooked with this.
Here, take this pin. It was the detonator.
Sir Robert.
007, this is Q. Get to the Q labs at once. The suspect is escaping.
Not bad. I'm a little bit tired. I woke up miserable, and it's been sort of like a miserable morning, but I'm trying to claw back my my good mood. Because let's be real, the only person who can do something about your bad mood is yourself, you know? Base non-reader of my issues. I read it. Fence panel, a roof tile, and oven's heating element. I'm thinking, what, in a storm? Did all of that go in the storm? Have you got the storm where you are? Down here in this neck of the woods, we haven't had any of the storm. Amazon Luna. Amazon Luna. I keep seeing that advertised when I log into my Fire Stick. Seeing my friends makes me feel infinitely better. That is true. When I'm having a difficult time, sometimes it's just, okay, I'm just gonna start live streaming. And it works. Definitely picks up the mood, no end. Live streaming with my friends, drinking my Euro Shopper energy drink, 1 liter.
Stop! Stop! It isn't finished!
The oven heating element is unrelated. Well, I mean, it could be related. Are you sure you want to overwrite Twine? Yes. Blood orange and raspberry. That one is so good! Oh, that one is so good. Pursue but do not eliminate the female assassin. Rescue the hostages. Message from M, head of MI6. It looks like the woman who killed Lachase is in Bilbao is behind this attack. What did you call her, Bond? The cigar girl? Whatever her name, make sure she doesn't get away. I won't tolerate this attack, 007, and I want you to find out who is behind it. It looks as if this cigar girl is making her escape along the waterfront. We're getting reports from the police of terrorist attacks throughout the area. They're probably trying to cover her escape in the chaos. The police have tried to evacuate as many civilians as possible, but keep an eye out for any civilians who have been caught in the crossfire. Scheiße! Just make sure you bring back that boat in one piece, Bond. The One Piece is real, Bond. Can we get much higher? So high. So do I actually get a boat section? British bus. London bus. No, no boat section. That's disappointing. I hoped I'd get to ride a boat. Don't kill Cigar Girl. Trying to punch people who are on a boat. So I didn't have my gun equipped. Wanted the boat section to be playable. Yeah. It's literally the biggest criticism for GoldenEye Rogue Agent is like, it's all shooting and there's nothing else. As it turns out, I quite like all shooting, so I'm not bothered either way. Especially when the shooting is this fucking solid. Holy shit. Mission failed? I shot a hostage. Well, how am I meant to know there's a hostage there? I didn't want Sony to buy Paramount. We might have missed out on a possible Mission Impossible game. A possible Mission Impossible game. Speaking of Mission Impossible game, is the one on Nintendo 64 actually good, or are people just, like, nostalgic for it? I think it's just people being nostalgic for it, right? Dun 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 dun. Bung. There we go. A little bit of a tricky spot there. Rescue the hostages. They don't have anything to say. Can I destroy that? No. They're in scuba gear! Okay, I'm kind of kicking myself for passing on this one back in the day. Why do I get ads every time everyone in the entire world tries to read my chats? It's possible that YouTube is giving you ads at the time it knows you are engaged, i.e. when you've just posted a comment, because it knows you'll see the ad. I mean, that's just a guess, but that's my guess. This game, like, weirdly is a James Bond game with a jump button, which is so strange. Where'd my auto aim go? We need greater sensitivity on the auto aim. What I basically said was, in response to the Mission Impossible game, was Was the Mission Impossible game for the N64 any good? Or are people just nostalgic for it? Was what I said. I'm also curious about that, what is it, Operation Surma or whatever it is? Mission Impossible Operation Surma for PS2? If that's any good.
Now, Bond, we designed the grapple hook in your watch for just this kind of situation. Look for the grapple point in the ceiling above. It will serve as a lodging place for your grapple and will safely support your weight.
Ooh, there's a grapple. Kotobuki Grand Prix. Oh, yeah. Grapple. Oh my god. That is so awkward to use. That is so awkward to use. Maybe if I ever play Kotobuki Grand Prix for a Sushi Bites, I'll make sure that the graphics don't flicker constantly, like they did when I streamed it. There we go. Using C up to jump is weird. It probably feels a lot better on the actual N64 controller, but here where it's mapped to a right stick, it feels so strange. So I don't actually have to go up there. Or I do? Oh, I can open that. Okay.
Target is moving away, Bond.
Shut up. Working on it. These controls are a little weird, lol. Alright? I need a better audio plugin for Project 64. To hook myself up with one before the next stream. Because an N64 game should not be stuttering. The HUD's basic, but it's easy enough to read, so...
Hold on, sir. This area is sealed off. We have a hostage situation.
I'm with MI6, let me through.
We have a hostage situation. Let me see. What I can quickly negotiate. Project 64. Audio plugin. Recommended plugins. Audio. Azima's Shunhyun. Let's try Azima's HLE. See if I can get a link for that. Download it. How dangerous can this be? X... Project 64, Project 64, Project 64. Plugin. Audio. Save. Right. Just done a hard save, so we should be fine. Configuration. Plugins. Azimuths. This should hopefully get rid of our stutter. Heads up for Agent Under Fire. So far seems map transitions are checkpoints, but there's a live system in place. Ah. But you start from partway through the mission if you have lives, yeah? In which case, what I will do is consider playing with... You kidding me? It didn't... Can I load a save state with an incorrect sound plugin? Yes, I can. Well, there we go.
Target is moving away, Bond.
Some emulators don't let you do that, so... That's a plus on Project 64, I guess. I definitely manual saved. You saw it. I definitely manual saved. Then in which case, for Agent Under Fire, what I should consider doing then is playing with an infinite lives cheat code. Save. Game saved successfully. It should save the mission that, you know, I've beaten. Okay. Underground uprising. Rescue the hostages, defuse terrorist bomb, pursue but do not eliminate the female assassin. These terrorists have seized one of the underground railway stations. They are threatening to trigger a bomb powerful enough to destroy the whole area. Defuse the situation, Bond, then find this cigar girl and make her talk. We've identified your cigar girl. She's an international national who's on Interpol's list, Italian national, who's on the list known terrorists operating in the Mediterranean, Mega Man. It looks as if she's moved her area of operations. We're trying to identify who is sponsoring her activities, but that is going to take some time. And time is something we don't have. The situation in the situation in the station is the situation. Have you noticed that YouTubers now, like, they'll have a thumbnail and it will be situation is crazy, or it's crazy, or shocking, or he said what? And then the video title is like the situation concerning blah, or the blah situation. Have you noticed that? Fucking hell, it's all slop now. It's all slop. It's not even AI slop, it's just made by a human being slop. The police have cordoned off the area, but they tell us there are a number of civilian hostages in the station. The terrorists are well armed and totally dedicated, and we have to take this bomb threat seriously. Okay. You always have to take a bomb threat seriously. Alright? That's all part of NACTSO training, right? You have to take every bomb threat seriously. We're not sure how many hostiles are down there. We're also getting response that they've hijacked the tube train, so they may be bringing in reinforcements even as we speak. What is this? 1010. You're going to have to move quickly on this one, 007, but watch out for the hostages. Don't let an innocent pay for any of your mistakes. I'd guess these terrorists are going for a fairly simple but powerful explosive device. Would match their style so far. Unless they want to blow themselves up too. There will be a delayed fuse, probably an electronic timing device with a preset delay. That would give the terrorists a chance to evacuate the area before the bomb goes off. Your job is to get to the device and defuse it with a bomb disposal kit, either before they trigger it or just before the countdown reaches 0. Just make sure your hands are steady when you find the blasted thing. I'll get the necessary equipment over to you as soon as possible. Now, as for the hostages, I'd recommend a little clever thinking here. Use your standard issue stunner or flashbang grenade to stun the terrorists before they get a chance to do any harm. So this is one where I might actually have to stun the terrorists first.
The woman you're chasing is in this station. A gunmen have seized the whole area, and they've got civilians hostage in there. Even worse, we've reports of some kind of bomb. The whole situation is a mess.
Keep your men at a safe distance. I'll handle this.
Yes, sir. You might need this.
Gee, thank you! I just got to get this in my pocket. Oh shit, there's a time limit. Yo! The posters fall off the wall! This is amazing! A Lazy Town game. I don't know. How would a Lazy Town game work? Because I've played Lazy Town games before, right? And Lazy Town games are just shitty, like, point-and-click minigames. So what would a proper Lazy Town game be like? How would that work? Wet floor. Whoa! Whoa! Fucking slippery. I'm just messing around. But can we point out that that wet floor, like, has a reflection? Oh! I'm sorry, how? Sorry, what platform is this on? Is this really Nintendo 64, or am I being tricked here? Objective A, rescue the hostages. I fucking shot one! It said rescue the hostages while I shot one. We are still good, yeah? Okay, cool. Sure thing. He's not going home to his family, but... I'm sorry, but the trains on the London Underground are not this fast. And not this regular. Bond is here! Beg your pardon? I like the vibe of this mission. Time limit. Ladies lose. Can you enter the ladies lose in The World Is Not Enough? Yes, you can. And all the doors automatically shut as you walk in. Sorry, ladies.
What's that?
You must understand. This is for the good of the country. That I'm standing and staring at you in the toilet. Well, I don't want to be a creep. Oh, that one. Sorry, ladies. There we go. Right, I see. Right. Okay.
Hello, 007. Q asked me to get in touch. You'll need to...
This is kind of tense, actually. We did it! The bomb has been disarmed. Violencia! We'll make those terrorists pay. Door is locked. What do you mean door is locked? Here's what I think about your stupid lock. Right. Are they going to make me do this? Yes, they are. I came to kick ass and hate tea. And there's no... It's all tea. It's all tea. They would have to be foolish not to put a Herobrine reference in the Minecraft movie. Hold on. The criminal lady is trying to get away in a hot air balloon. That makes perfect sense. The London Eye. Oh, not the London Eye, the Millennium Dome. The O2 Arena. Pursue, but do not eliminate the female assassin. When did I eliminate the female assassin? I'm sorry, what? that's eliminating her, right? I run to her.
Tell me who's behind this. I can protect
Why
you.
did it work this time?
From him!
Why did it work this time? Reflection just a button in the 64 game, what the fuck? Why is this game so gorgeous?
The money had been treated to turn it into an explosive. It was triggered by a signal via King's lapel pin. Obviously, someone close to King switched the original for this trigger device, but we don't know who.
There's more. I worked out that the money Sir Robert paid for the report was exactly the amount Renard asked as ransom for King's daughter, Electra. The whole thing was a setup. Renard wanted me to bring that money back here. He wanted MI6 to deliver a bomb to King. It's a message. Renard is back.
After King asked me for help, I sent 009 to kill Renard. Electra managed to escape before 009 caught up with the target in Syria. He put a bullet in his head, but Renard somehow survived.
Hologram technology at
It
MI6.
will eventually kill him. But until then, he can feel no pain and push himself harder than any normal man.
Dame QB Dench.
MI6 is humiliated. He's had his revenge.
QB Dench.
Not quite. Renard had 3 enemies in that kidnapping. Sir Robert King, MI6, and the one he hasn't touched. Electra. She must be next on his list.
Electra has taken over the construction of her father's oil pipeline from the Caspian Sea. Find out who switched the lapel pin. If Renard returns, make sure Electra comes to no harm.
Dame QB Dench. Cold reception. Draw terrorists away from Electra, destroy fuel dump at Tower 1, Tower 2, get to the bottom of the peak. The terrorist Renard has returned, years after he kidnapped Sir Robert King's daughter Electra, and Sir Robert asked for my help. She managed to escape from his grasp, and I sent 007 after Renard. It appears he has now returned to exact revenge on us all. He has used us to retrieve the King's money, leading to his death and destruction of our headquarters. If Electra is Renard's next target, she needs protection. She's taken over the construction of her father's oil pipeline from the Caspian Sea. She doesn't need to know that Renard is after her. Don't frighten her. This is a shadow operation. Remember, Bond, shadows stay behind or in front, but never on top. What M is saying is don't fuck her. Renard's real name is Victor Zolkas. He was operating in Moscow in 1996, Pyongyang, North Korea, before that. And he's been spotted in Afghanistan, Bosnia, Iraq, Iran, Beirut, and Cambodia. He's an anarchist. His only goal is chaos. He works as a freelancer, although he has ties to the Russian mafia. He is the mastermind behind Electra King's kidnapping, and the only one of the gang who survived. M sent 009 to Cyprus to eliminate Renard, but Electra managed to escape by herself before he arrived. 009 finally caught up with Renard in Syria and put a bullet in his head, but Renard somehow survived. The bullet is still there, and it will eventually kill him. But until then, he can feel no pain. He pushes himself harder, longer than any other normal man. Pushes himself harder, better, faster, stronger than any other normal man. Electra King is now completing her father's oil pipeline in the Caucasus Mountains in Turkey. It's an ambitious project, 800 miles from the pipeline of fucking emails while I'm trying to stream. Let me guess, it's a fucking marketing email. It's Jeff Keighley telling me about the fucking Game Awards. Right, co-stream. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. So I don't get content ID claims up the wazoo. We will finish this box of text. 800 miles of pipeline from new oil fields in the Caspian Sea to the Mediterranean. Who types this way? Eurocom. Through some very inhospitable terrain. By all accounts, though, Electra is up to the challenge. This is the horrible but rather ingenious device that killed Sir Robert. The money you recovered has been treated to turn into an explosive. which was triggered by a signal via King's lapel pin. Obviously someone close to King exchanged the original for this trigger device, but we don't yet know whom. We know the cigar girl you chased triggered the bomb from a transmitter on her boat, but there must have been an inside man in the King's organization too. I hear you're off to the Corsica's Mountains, knowing... Sorry. Knowing you, 007, you'll probably find some excuse for strapping on a pair of skis once you get there. I've got something that may help you out there. This jacket is fully thermally insulated, plus in emergencies it can be instantly inflated into some kind of airbag. Should help you to survive even the nastiest of tumbles on the slopes. Though don't think I've forgiven you for what you did to my lovely new boat. You ponce. Who is Electra King? Electra King is the daughter of Sir Robert King.
M sent me because we're afraid you may be in danger. Someone in your organization is involved. I'm here to protect you and find out who is responsible.
My family has relied on MI6 twice. I won't make the same mistake again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to check the upper survey site. There's snow and ice up there, so I have to do this on skis.
I came prepared for a cold reception.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Her dress isn't very convincing in this visual quality, but it might have been more convincing on a CRT.
It's too dangerous. Can't land. Wind's too strong.
I'll jump. What's the point of living if you can't feel alive?
On skis. Interesting.
This isn't a social call. Head for the gully. I'll lead them away. Go! Go!
This is cool. Hold on. Wasn't there a ski section in... Was there a section based on this in 007 Legends? Yeah, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I thought so. Yeah. Oh, cool. On rails. I love it. I love it. This is cool. You're heartbroken about how Legends turned out. Like, really good. That's copium. I enjoyed Legends! Right, I have to destroy those things as I ski past them. I enjoyed Legends. The things I didn't like about Legends were the investigation sections. That's pretty much it. The investigation sections absolutely sucked. There was no need for them. Everything else, though, I enjoyed. And, yeah, what I said earlier about I'm not sure if this is, you know, better than GoldenEye. It's time to call controversy here. This is better than GoldenEye. This is so much better than GoldenEye. Fuck. This level sucks. I liked it at first. That's okay, I'll save state before that spot this time. Oh, C down to change... C up to speed up. Right, okay. So, fun fact. Do you know why nobody speedruns this game? Well, I say nobody speedruns. Nobody used to speedrun it. Like, people do in, like, real-time attack. But you know why people didn't used to back in the day? Despite it giving you a mission time. Because if you pause the game rapidly, the mission timer doesn't go up. So you can finish every mission in 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Stop blowing me up! I need to watch a bunch of these old Bond movies. Clearly, if the games are this cool, the movies are this cool. Okay. This is great! Oh, this is great! The only thing missing is the Snowball Kids music, and this game would be perfect. This is how you do a set piece that doesn't outstay its welcome, right? Being stuck on an elevator for 10 minutes, waiting for it to go down, boring. Being on skis for 5 minutes, super cool. Flickering there for a moment.
Electra, it's all right. You're safe now.
Oh, this game's great. Where were you in my childhood, Twine? Avoid alerting Gabor. Oh, here we go. Stealth. Avoid alerting Davidov. Avoid any casualties. Find telephones and plant wiretaps. Photograph documents showing Davidov is a traitor. It's obvious that you were right. Electra is Renard's next target. We need to discover the traitor inside King Industries. Electra's head of security, a man named Davidov, we suspect has been having secret meetings with an unknown person who we think may be Renard. We need proof, however, and that is where you come in, 007. Take a look in Davidov's security office and search for evidence of a conspiracy with Renard. Electra's villa has a high level of security. Take a quiet look around and determine Davidov's activities. Our number one suspect is Davidov. He received training from the KGB but left when they got reformed. He ended up working for King around 4 years ago. You'll need to ensure he doesn't catch on to you. Another person to avoid is Gabor. He's Electra's bodyguard and is fiercely loyal to Electra. He won't take kindly to anyone sneaking around his mistress's property. Electra still doesn't fully trust you, and she discovers that you're spying on her employees, she'll be furious. Don't harm any of Electra's other workers. All but Davidov are certainly innocent. Apart from the patrolling guards, you need to watch out for the cameras. They've got motion sensors with a limited range. Each set of cameras is linked to a nearby security hut, so your best course of action is probably finding those security sensors and disabling their systems. Be sure to get out of your room without causing any suspicion. Right, now pay attention, 007. Your P2K is silenced, but there shouldn't be any shooting unless things go horribly wrong. Your wristwatch dart gun should suffice for most situations. The other equipment will be far more useful for this mission. Our new X-ray glasses, a digital camera that will operate in almost total darkness, phone taps, and a safe decryptor to help you gather evidence. Get out of my room without arousing suspicion. That I can do. Get out of my room without arousing myself?
Good evening.
That's trickier.
Electra's villa has a high level of security. Take a quiet look around and see what Davidov is up to. R is here to tell you about the security system.
Apart from the patrolling guards, you'll need to watch out for the security cameras. They've got motion sensors with a limited range. Each set of cameras is linked to a nearby security office, so your best course of action is probably finding those security centers and disabling their systems.
Be sure to get out of your room without causing suspicion.
Take care to stay in the room, Mr. Bond. I would hate for a guard to shoot you by mistake.
Did they lock my door? Am I on Renard's list too? Oh, that's cool.
Remember, 007, you need to utilize all of your stealth training to avoid detection while in the villa. Avoid confrontation at all costs.
I think it repeats a little bit of the objective info, just to make sure you catch it, I think. This is good. This game is very good. Do I need a decryptor here or data scrambler? Yeah. Okay. This game's good. I concede. This is better than GoldenEye. Kind of reminds me of Ocarina of Time. Void alerting Gabor. Is that Gabor? Did I zap Gabor? Yeah, that's Gabor. Am I not meant to stun you? Fingers crossed, eh? really work? That really work? If you, per se, want to watch the very first Lego Ninjago episodes that ever aired, where do you go then? Well, if I were the kind of person who would suggest where to potentially go to watch copyrighted material without paying for it, then I would maybe be the kind of person that would suggest looking on the Internet Archive, just on the off chance that somebody has uploaded it there. But of course, I wouldn't actually suggest that, because that's piracy. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when I'm looking for something, it's on the Internet Archive. I never said illegally. Well, I don't know. You'd go into Google and type, where can I watch? Gadgets, save Crocker. Give me that. I did it. Give me the things that are in there. Yeah, how do I get them? Photograph. One of 2 photographed. There's more. How did I alert Davidov? There's a camera. I was okay to do that? Let's save here. The email as soon as I blew that camera up. It's just marketing. Don't know why these people send me marketing emails. They know I can't buy anything. They know I have no money. Avoid alerting Davidov. How did I alert Davidov? Aha. I was under the impression that this fellow was coming. Apparently not. This music is great by, like, Nintendo 64 standards. Get the feeling I have to drive away in that car. It's the only thing that makes sense. So I'm going to go back and make sure I didn't miss the wiretap earlier in the stage. And I think I know where that would be. Wait, you're playing the N64 version? Welcome, GoldenEye Band. Yeah, from what I've heard, this is the best version, because the PlayStation 1 version was rushed, made by a different studio, was missing the multiplayer, whereas this version actually got finished on time, And this is my first time playing it, and I'm gonna level with you. This is phenomenal for a Nintendo 64 game. I'm shocked, right? Because this actually has like beautifully textured, detailed environments, reflections in puddles of water, which is wild for a Nintendo 64 game. This game is a graphical powerhouse, and I am floored by just how good it looks. Genuinely, this might be one of the best looking Nintendo 64 games I've seen. In terms of overall consistent visual quality. Sure, it's no Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day is the only Conker's Bad Fur Day out there. But Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark, and similar games of that level of like graphical quality all suffer from astonishingly bad frame rates. Whereas this actually runs at an amazing speed, it's fluid, the graphics look great, game is just visually good looking. I am floored. I was not expecting this to be so good. Right, that's the other wiretap. I beg your pardon, mate? Just please shut the door, alright? I don't want Davidoff seeing me here. Or fade away, that's good too. Also, did you have to finish PC Nightfire before this? For the now playing title at the bottom. Tough wire. Twine. Twine is thread curled together to create a thick rope. Perhaps you might even say a tough wire. The world is not enough. Twine. Okay. I hated Nightfire. I hated Nightfire on PC so much. I didn't beat it in the end. I didn't beat it. I eventually gave up. So I played that game for 6 hours, and I felt like 6 hours was long enough. Wasn't going to suffer any longer than I needed to. Right. It's on his way. Do I escape in the car? Do I escape in the car? Get in the back of Davidoff's car. Ah, in the back. Just left his car unlocked. I love that his shadow is floating. It is sort of halfway up his legs. It's incredibly quaint for a Nintendo 64 game. It's got a nice style. Midnight departure. Eliminate Davidov, pick up Davidov's phone, get controller to land plane, board the plane, avoid civilian casualties. Your job is to protect Electra King from Renard, not to leave her in the middle of the night. I hope you have good reason for your recent activities, 007. M's displeased, 007, but I've managed to look into those things you asked about. The dead body in the back of Davidov's car is Mr. Mikhail Arkov, a nuclear physicist with the Russian Atomic Energy Department. It looks as if Davidov is going to pose as Arkov for some reason. You should keep that ruse alive by posing as Arkov too, if you get the chance. Davidov used his office phone to call an old military airstrip that was supposed to have been shut down years ago. It looks as if Davidov is going to be catching a plane tonight. He's also expecting a call back later on, and we've got a cellular number listed for him. If you could acquire Davidov's cell phone, it will come in useful. We took a look at the other things you sent us. Davidov's been receiving a large cash payment from a bank we know is used by the Russian mafia to launder money. I'd say the Renard has been paying him off. Davidov is an innocent Bond, and almost certainly the traitor. Well, Bond, if you're going to insist on running around a forest after dark, I've got a couple of items which should give you an edge over anyone else who's out there. These night vision goggles will allow you to see clearly, even in the darkest environment. Their power cell will automatically recharge when you're not using them. Oh, and we thought you might want something with a little more range than your P2K. I get sniper rifle and night vision goggles. Oh man. Does this game stop getting better? Like, is there a point where this game stops getting better, or does it just keep getting better? He's coming to drop the dead body off in the middle of nowhere. Oh no. Thought he might be about to stash the body. Hold B and press A button to toggle night vision. Oh. Deutsche Grammophon. It's not Deutsche Grammophon. Oh, this is cool. You're meant to die in one shot. Let's have a look at our objectives for this one. Pick up Davidov's song, get controller to land plane, board plane. Oh! That's the alarm. Well, I fucked up, didn't I? The changed thumbnail that just says no. Yeah. Like I said, I gave up on Nightfire after 6 hours. I felt I had given the game more chances than it had deserved, really, at that point. Oh, they got crossbows! Oh, they got crossbows! Oh, crossbows! Trying to figure out if I have to kill Davidov before he gets on the plane, right? Can I just, like, snipe the fucker? Can I just go bang, bang? Yeah, nice one. Take that! This game is great. Eurocom, as the kids say, cooked. They cooked. Excuse me? Don't you know how I am? I'm James Bond! Well, now I know I have to kill Davidov. I'm just going to do that right at the beginning. And see if the alarm goes off as soon as I kill him. I suspect it does. I suspect it does. There is a lot going on. I will forgive this Nintendo 64 game for having loading screens. Perfect. Nice one. This time I'm not going to set the alarm off. Give me your phone, Davidov. That was like a hugely popular ringtone on Nokia phones at the time that this film came out. I love, like, the timeless nature of this, like... Or I guess the more accurate thing to say would be the timely nature of this. That, like, it's an old cell phone. Because that was the most up-to-date technology when this movie came out and this game came out. Is there a guy over here? Oh, 3 guys! 3 guys, burger and fries. What happens if I destroy the radios? Can I destroy the radios? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Bring back that good old-fashioned GoldenEye feel that, you know, everything you shoot explodes. This map is huge by, like, Nintendo 64 standards. I can only assume that they're doing, like, level chunk streaming. No. Don't raise the alarm. It is imperative we do not raise the alarm. Nothing this way. That's a dead end. I am stunned by this. I know I keep saying that, but I'm stunned by this. This blows my mind. I think if I had got this as a kid when this came out in, like, was this 1999? I probably would have... My mind probably would have been blown. This might have been 2000, thinking about it. Might have been quite late in the N64's life. I mean, it supports the expansion pack. It would have to be quite late in the N64's life. Whoops.
Over there.
Oh, they dodged it! You fucker! You absolute fucker! Where's my save state? Here. I'm not letting that happen after I've been so careful. You couldn't pit good characters against each other in a free-for-all. Is there not like a multiplayer mode, or is it very limited? How many bullets does it take to... Reminds me of the legendary Johnny Gat, who once said, "Bullets still kill motherfuckers, right?" In this game, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure bullets still kill motherfuckers. I'm gonna take away. He teleported out of nowhere. That's wow. Okay, you could tell it's an N64 game based on, like, the visuals, right? But in terms of how well this plays, the structure, this feels like it could be a PlayStation 2 game from, like, the gameplay point of view. Like, genuinely, this feels like PS2. I like that they ran towards me and not towards their radio. I appreciate that. Oh, there's no radio here, that's why. Oh, that's glorious. They got little ragdoll magnets. Well, they're not really ragdolls. It'll be pre-programmed animations, but still. I love that they've got animations for them falling out of the towers. Is there a point where this game gets bad? It was limited to only good guys versus bad guys in free-for-all mode. Like, you couldn't pit Bond against R. Oh. But only pit good guys against each other. Wait. Was it like a team-based multiplayer? Like, Bond couldn't shoot Judi Dench, sort of thing? Maybe that was a contract stipulation. Maybe Judi Dench said, "Oh, I'll be in the multiplayer mode, but nobody should be allowed to shoot me. Unless they're a bad guy." Because that's what I'm thinking. That's the only reason I can think of would be contract.
Over here.
This just must be a really popular car in this part of the world. Two of them parked here. Davidor was driving one before I executed him for being a traitor. This feels so good after Nightfire, right? Nightfire... How many can I load at once? 5. Maximum of 5. Think about Nightfire was that whole you can only hold 4 weapons thing. I blame Halo for that. Halo was the first person shooter that introduced the, like, weapon limit of, like, 3 weapons at a time. And that annoys me about that PC version of Nightfire, because it would really benefit from just letting you carry more weapons at once. Also benefit from letting you have more armor at once. Actually, one thing that would have made that Nightfire game immediately better would have been regenerating health. Are you a civilian? I think I can knock civilians out. Yeah. That's fine. You're a civilian.
Don't hurt me. Who are you?
Bond. James Bond. Now land that plane for me.
Okay, Flight 711, you're cleared for immediate landing, over.
Roger that, Control. We'll begin our landing at once. Over and out.
And we'll knock him out. Why would he admit to being James Bond to some random civilian? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Later on, they'll say, what happened? It was a man. He claimed his name was James Bond. Knew it. MI6 are involved. I guess I get into the plane from the back. No. It's one of those planes where you can't get in from the back. It's a good job he doesn't know what this Arkhov is meant to look like. Otherwise, we'd be in a difficult situation. You're not Arkhov. Arkhov has one eye missing and wears an eye patch. I got better. You got better from having your eye shot out. Yes. Do I do this entire game in one sitting? Or do I stop here at a nice clean 2 hours, knowing I've got half of the game to go? It's time to crunch some numbers. Yep, I think I'm going to call it here and then do a second part separate. Okay, thank you very much for coming. As always, awesome to have you here. Looking forward to jumping back into this game and doing a second part. This is phenomenally good by Nintendo 64 game standards. I am floored by just how good a game this is. Genuinely, this is a better game than GoldenEye, and I think I might even be happy to die on that hill. I think I might actually be happy to die on that hill and say, this is a better game than GoldenEye. Yeah. Alright. I probably won't stream again today. If I do, it'll be a surprise. Ooh, but I probably won't stream again today. Until next time, if we live that long, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.